we talked about how they don't tell you in school that you're not going to get like a job right away, right? Or you're not going to get like the most epic job right away. But what I also don't tell you, at least in like music school, is like you always know that it's the crossroads of like hard work and luck, right? Especially in music and especially in like any kind of performing arts.
Any of the arts is subjection and luck.
Right. And one of my favorite quotes, I think it was the Rock said it, is like, "Oh yeah, like if we both get on a treadmill, you might run faster than me, but I won't you'll fall off before I keep going or something." You know what I mean? Like you can't outwork me basically.
Yeah.
You might run faster, but you can't outwork me. And that always stayed with me. And I'm like, "All right, I'm going to work really hard. I'm going to try to work harder than the next guy." But what they don't tell you is how much luck plays into the equation.
Well, yeah.
And that like I'm getting dark now because I'm like I was a little frustrated recently, but like, dude, luck is such a big part of it. It is insane.
Back when we were growing up, you had American Idol, and like
when it was good.
Like there was only a few channels, social channels, that you could get noticed from an art standpoint. And now it's like, and I know you're just now getting it, but everybody and anybody can sing. Everybody and anybody can draw and do art. Everybody and anybody can do this and that. It's like everybody can do it, which I'm not saying they couldn't have before, but there is more platforms to saturate the market. Like Casey and I were joking, like talking the other day. It's like I don't even know who the singers are anymore. I just know songs because I know one song by like 9 different people they're not popular songs, but it's what like all different people versus before it was like the Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, Eminem, like it was artists.
Right.
Because they got famous. Now it's everybody and anybody can sing, everybody and anybody can get noticed. And it's all how many followers, was it the right time? I don't even know, like it doesn't even have to be good. Like remember, like we were saying, like Rebecca Black saying like Friday. Like it wasn't even good, but it just, I don't know, got viral and she got something for it. Like it's so many different factors that you have no control over.
Mm-hmm. And it's great. It's great, and it's good and bad because it's way harder these days because it's just so easy, right? You can have like the crappiest little like garage band, and you can make a record, right?
Yeah.
Despite the art of the record, I think is gone at least from pop culture. But like, yeah, it's all about singles. It's all about the single thing, how catchy it is, how can it hook you in right away, rather than the art of it. And all these artists, like The Weeknd, Justin Bieber, all these people are protesting the Grammys and saying, "Oh, it's BS" or whatever. I'm like, listen, bro, like the Grammys right now are not a meter of like how good of an artist you are.
It's a popularity contest.
Yeah, it's a popularity contest, and it's how much money did I throw your way to get this nomination. Just my opinion, but it's so oversaturated the market. And people that you come to, like back in the day, maybe like 80s, early 80s, late 80s, 90s, it was, oh, wow, I saw this artist play at this club. They sounded amazing, and we want to sign them, and we want to make them stars.
Yep.
Even just for example, the biopic of Elton John that they had out with Tom Egerton or whatever, like that's what it should be. Like, there's an artist that's not really big yet. You see the raw talent. You're like, whoa, that guy's amazing. Let's develop him and make him the biggest star in the world or whatever, right? Like, that's in my eyes how it should work. But now, because of the oversaturation, the social media, the streaming, no one's buying albums anymore. They're just streaming, like you said, songs on these platforms. You are expected to already be popular and already be a star when you come to these places. And then at that point, it's like, okay, well then what's the point of me coming to a label? Because the labels, they have the connections, but they're really a piggy bank because, as an artist, at least for me, I've put all my money into my music. Like, I have a great label that I work with, and they're super supportive. But, all of the bigger labels that I've been in talks with are like, oh, well, you only have 33,700 followers on Instagram. You're a joke. You're not going to do anything. And I've been on a world tour. I've opened for Justin Timberlake, and I've opened for Aaron Carter, and I've done all these like really dope stuff. But oh, you only have 100 subscribers on YouTube. Like,
I mean,
yeah, dude, that's what you're supposed to help. You're the connection.
Right.
You are the missing piece. Yeah. Like, the artist has the talent, the willingness to work hard and do the thing. I mean, now, you're the...
You gotta hustle and get an act, like the same way I think we chatted in I don't know if it was episode 1 or 2 or whatever, where we were saying like, you gotta have internships before you even get to like an entry-level job. You have to have 10 years of experience. It's like how this culture has shifted from helping each other to, I don't want to work that hard as the record label for you. You need to do the work, and I'll like shove money for that's an easy win. Like everyone wants the easy win now, kind of deal.
Right. They want like the guaranteed thing, and nothing in music or any of these performing arts is guaranteed. Yeah. It's like, no, this is supposed to further you. Yeah. But now they want you to come already furthered.
Yep.
Like
everyone wants the easy win and the money. Hold on a second. Like, what happened to this culture of helping people grow and taking chances on people and, taking your knowledge and your wealth to better others? It's all now, I take my money and my wealth to invest in surefire things or people that are going to pay me to get them to where they like.
Yeah. So it comes down to the point of like, okay, well then how do I do this? How do I like quote unquote break in to this music industry or whatever industry you're doing? And for me, I've taken the approach, and I think it's been pretty successful, of like the online streaming on Sessions Live, putting things on YouTube. We kind of talked about that in I think maybe the first or second episode of like, okay, what's the right way to go about this?
Yeah.
And I'm not where I want to be quite yet, but I think that's the approach, especially now in a pandemic where no one's signing anybody. To make it a little more positive. Like, yes, luck is a gigantic piece of it, which I think I've underestimated in past years. But I think as long as you're putting that hard work in, and you keep hustling, and it's meant to be, it's gonna happen. And because it's got to be, in my opinion, it's that sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's like, if it's meant to be, then it's going to happen. Just keep putting the work in. And if it's not, you'll learn pretty quick, and maybe another path will be presented to you.